You are welcome to what is the ante-penultimate Friday for 2023. This is the Black Table, and my name is Mazino Pil. Welcome into the world of men as we set out to talk about very interesting topics from over the week, well, with very interesting individuals. I'm going to start with the introductions by introducing the one and only person Asha actually sang an entire track to. Akiyeleo. Well, Soul Child is in the house with us today. You're welcome, man. Been a while since we saw you. What's under the do-rag? New hairdo?
Yeah.
Just got your hair did. Okay. You're welcome.
Yes.
In any case, of course, you already seen him. He's in the studio with us. Mr. Okwe Oluwafemi. No special anecdotes for you today because people know what to expect when you're in the house.
Lie. I'm a child of God. I'm a child of God. You people just don't listen to the gospel.
It's all
Let's
good.
leave it like that.
He was missing for 2 weeks. Where he went, we do not know, do not care. Well, we're glad that he is here. He rolled in, as usual, as the mayor of Agungi, back again at the bar, Mr. G-A-N-G Gayang.
Yeah,
welcome,
I'm
man.
back.
How was your journeys? Where'd you go to?
Oh, it's great. I went to the capital city. I went to J-Town, saw family,
Nice.
saw friends. It's always great to get a fresh breath of air. And, but the Black Table is home,
No, that's fine. It's very interesting how people seem to think you're the most mature. He's the most controversial, but you're the most mature one out of all of us.
Well-
and I laugh.
Well, what can I say?
They said that.
What can I say?
Yeah. That's
What
they
can I say?
Uh,
I've been slanging this thing longer than most of you guys.
Here we go again.
I've retired before you guys retired.
You
Now
guys
we have no choice but to be faithful.
In any case, all four of us here are going to be taking on some very interesting conversation. But today, our main topic is very, very timely. It's the festive season, and we're talking about the financial, what do you call it, pressures that come with it. So if you guys are experiencing it already, well, let us know. We've still got 2 weeks in 2023. Well, about 2 weeks. Yeah, two more weeks. So it's bound to get really, really hard for most people. But tell you what, let's take a quick break. When we get back, we get on some topics before that one, and you're welcome to join by using the hashtag Black Table on TVC. We'll be right back.
You always take the bill on the first date, second date, and third date. Bro code.
And you're welcome back. Already, Okwe Oluwafemi has a head start on our conversation today. He's already doubling over as we've told what the first topic we're going to be talking. You too?
No.
Straight face. Now, this was not our submission. We're going to be taking something from a very interesting individual whom we all know. His name is, of course, ID Kabasa. Well, he's still a producer, but you know him from the Nice fame.
Congrats, sir.
He's got his own record as well, but, once he did that record for Nice, it was like,
All over the place, yeah.
really liked him. He was on the Honest Bunch podcast, and he asked a very interesting question. He said, ask many married guys to really be very truthful. How many rounds, and he's referring to coitus, sex, you know what I mean, is realistic. He's talking about expectations from both ladies or even men.
Why is he asking just married men? The single guys.
No, white pressure on men every
Let
time.
me land this plane. So, as a married man, you've got so much that you can't. And then I'm coming home, and then what are you expecting of me? Is it just perhaps maybe one session and then we're good, or multiple sessions? And even how many sessions are you capable of as a man? Now, that's a very interesting question. I don't know if anybody here wants to give a specific.
Who wants to die first? That's the question.
I'm ready to go.
Mr. Guy.
I have the rope round my neck. Let's just hang ourselves
All
now.
right, let's go.
Now, ladies, wives, how y'all doing? You have finished your stage of singlehood as a woman when you used to hop from here to here. In all honesty, let me just get straight into it. As a married man, I think the best you should ever do, you dedicate 2 rounds. 2 rounds Now, sometimes, this is the problem. A round to some people is a session to some people.
True.
You get me? A round to some people is a session to some people. Now, here's one funny thing. Sometimes, if it's been a while, the nuts might climax very quickly. So you now quickly do the second one. If it hasn't been a while, you can actually enjoy that extensive one round, and then hours later in the morning, you put it in the effort. So I would say, don't expect more than 2. Just make it either a quick one and a long 2, or a long one and a better 2 later on. So 2 is the number. Anybody going for more than that, I don't know what competition you have logged into.
Now that's a married man talking.
Really, man.
That's good.
Give you one good round.
We'd like to take it from the other side.
The unmarried side.
Yeah, from the other side of the spectrum.
Okay.
What is your what do you get as expectation from your partners?
Okay, so
I'm not done.
partners. Okay, hope there's no partner watching.
Well, what's the expectation for you?
But I think it's not sports for me personally. It's not sports for me. It's just it's just expression for me, and it depends on the mood, right? Sometimes we want to go all out. Sometimes we want to just have fun and
Chill.
sleep and all of that. And
But that's you putting.
yeah.
Well, I'm saying, what do they expect from you?
So nobody pressures me. That's
Nobody
the point.
pressures you.
No, I don't take pressure. No.
How many rounds, my guy? Talk.
How many rounds? I said when the mood is great, we go longer. When there's no much of mood, we can
Does it
just
have to do with your state at that time
Yes.
as well? Like if you've had a very hard day.
Okay. Personally, for me, I think after sex, I'm most times useless for 2 hours. So I mean, sometimes I want to be productive. So nothing is happening.
You're not getting the question, but I'm going to shift over to
I
it
know
now.
what I want to get
No,
out
no,
of
no,
me,
no,
but
no.
I'm
Oh, wait, you are a hard-working man.
Naturally.
Wait,
Naturally.
let me.
You don't go Tyro for me.
not today.
Not today. Naturally. I think for as long as you change the gear, the guy can keep going.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't look like as if your answers are in my face.
No, I believe that. But it's okay. He said it to wait till you they fine. Don't be sports now.
2 rounds.
There's no
There's
medal.
tomorrow.
There's tomorrow. She's going to be there tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. The day after.
So each time I ask you
For a
guys this
married,
question.
for a married person, though,
No, so I feel like if you're
Not
doing
for
more,
us, that's-
so I
that
feel
we're-
like if you're even
we're
doing
not
more,
sure
I
for
feel
tomorrow.
like if you're even doing more than 3 rounds, you're trying to impress. Why?
no.
Sex now.
But some of us
don't
that
get
is not married
ambition.
want to impress.
So,
that
child,
they
wait,
can
hang
get
on a second.
the next day.
See, you guys, I really want to circle rounds to the main thing here now. It is that, what are the expectations of your partner?
I think a woman
From
just wants to
you.
be sexually satisfied.
Noting
It
that
doesn't
you
matter
just
how
coming
many
back in-
rounds. I don't think women look at it like how many rounds. It's more of like the duration, the intensity,
The passion.
how they feel. Because if not by rounds,
Yeah,
round,
exactly.
2 rounds.
Some
we
people
can't
can do 12 rounds,
Right,
and
like
they're just
that.
doing five-minute rounds.
So
So-
it's really about how long does it like how long does it last? I don't
Now,
think it's
can
more.
I toss this in real quick?
You always do. Go ahead.
On the table, please.
Yeah. sometimes I think sometimes wives want to pleasure their man, so they're not really concerned in how long he lasts.
True that.
Is he pleased? Then there's sometimes that they want to be pleasured. So you also pick up that vibe and know that let me try and
okay,
satisfy her
true.
and do some extracurricular
But don't do
things.
pass yourself,
Do you
child.
understand? But you can't kill yourself. They know your limits as well. So sometimes when you're done, even if they're not done, they appreciate it. But sometimes you guys get done together, or you put in extra effort to make sure they're also satisfied. But when you're now counting rounds and feeling as if I have to do 5, 6, 7,
Come on,
8,
it's not
9,
sports,
in
man.
my mind, I'm like, come on. What are you? You don't have work in the morning.
Money,
Again, in this Lagos,
That's why I've been going to since.
don't you have something to do with your life? Come on.
Like you rightfully said, 2 hours after you can't even do anything.
Useless as a
So you don't-
man.
it's
30
not-
plus man, though. Maybe
If we were to
21-year-old
turn it
boys are
around,
still
however,
effective.
what are you expecting from your partner?
Men just want to know though. Guy just wants to
Bust the ball.
But at the same
Get it moving.
No, but-
Get it moving. Bust the ball. Get it moving. That's
He
all.
just wants to bust.
I don't
like-
move. I don't bust. I don't move now. Which level?
Here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is during the single days, sometimes if you're with one person, sometimes you can only go like, let's say 2, 3 rounds, right? But if you were to meet 2, 3, 4 girls in
That's
one
why I
night,
said for as long as
you
the girl
will keep
change,
jumping
the guy
from
will
girl
keep
to
jumping.
girl
Yeah.
to girl to girl because it's different when you're with multiple people.
Yeah.
But as faithful
Are you
married men
speaking
like
from, are you
ourselves with
speaking
no
from
side
experience? Are you
chick.
speaking from experience though?
No, I'm just trying to tell you, as faithful married men now with no side chick,
Experience
and
or
we're committed
no,
to
I
one
have
woman.
no idea of this kind of.
Your mother-in-law is watching.
Yeah, but I can put a
Hey,
word there.
Mr. Buster, not Zeno. How many rounds?
There's a Yoruba saying that say,
Yes.
"Odo below marry." So I mean,
Mr.
and that's a lot.
Mr.
Mr. Floyd Mayweather Zeno, how many rounds?
Let's move on.
See.
To remember now, you can
Also,
use the
everybody
hashtag.
answered this for
Straight
each
up,
But
no,
one.
of course,
Mr.
Mama,
Mike
no, that-
Tyson
I'm
Zeno.
the host of the
So basically,
show.
what he does is he just set people.
They set people
He
up
just
and
says,
next time they drag them.
I'm the
Yeah.
host of the show. That's,
How many rounds is?
I'm the host.
It's a simple
I'm not
question.
a
Okay,
celebrity.
mention a number.
Sorry, let's break some rules. How
um,
many rounds for you?
For me personally,
And
in general,
don't be diplomatic. Say your mind.
We'll not look at you any less.
We're not going to judge you. No judgment.
Sorry, hang on a second, guys. We have to move on.
Well,
right.
no.
Half a round
Allow
it
me
is.
to cut. Let's go back. They answer the
Half a
question.
round it
All
is.
right, guys. Okay. So I bring it back. Unfortunate instance that happened over the week. Did you guys hear about the guy who offed himself? He actually killed himself.
Because of what?
Sorry, are you serious?
Yeah.
That guy killed himself?
Yeah, he did. The guy with so he went betting. He went betting with 2.5 million naira that wasn't altogether his. He lost the money. Put up a Facebook video saying this was going to be his last post. Ingested some poison, and then he was found by his friends writhing on the floor, writhing on the floor, and he had to be taken to the hospital where he passed on. This got us talking in the morning on Breakfast Show about the ills of betting, but that's not the main thing. For me, I believe that there were other layers of events that led up until a person saying, I'm going to off myself. Now, so we're going to look at it from those angles, from the layers that men actually try to hide their feelings under, and the ills of perhaps maybe betting, especially with other people's monies. You heard about the story, didn't you?
I heard about the story, but I didn't know the guy offed himself,
He did,
which is
he
quite
died, yeah.
alarming. Here's the thing. I don't want to put it on betting.
Like I said.
It's the choices you make in life and how you handle certain things. People have bet away their school fees, their house rent, and so many things. But you know that suicidal thing. It's a demonic presence. It's a spiritual thing that hits you in a way that you want to take your own life because of financial burdens, because of debt, and so many.
We're going to go there. This is one of the episodes where we're really going to go real deep. Have you ever been?
I've had suicidal thoughts.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay. Intrusive, just intrusive, but not really
No,
anything that you've
listen,
had for extended period.
Listen, I have parked my car in the middle of the road.
Let's hear about it. What
and
was what led up until that?
Girlfriend break up with her.
Oh, man, where
Yeah,
do
like I
get
said, it's
started?
going to be deep.
That,
So
that's,
let's
man,
go
this
there.
is like a different show. There was a time in my life I felt like a failure. I felt as if I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't achieving enough. I wasn't in the right place. And I just felt that people that had passed away were at rest. So it would be better for me to just pass away. But when I thought of my family and I thought of the impact it would have on them and how it would make life even worse for them, I was thinking very selfish and foolish at the time.
So how do you get over that?
I have a very strong spiritual background.
Okay.
So I just decided, in all honesty, I don't want to die. Do you understand? I don't want to die. I still want to chop this life. I'm like, other people have been through this. I'm not the first. I'm not the worst. I'm not the last. These things come and go. You know what they say about tough times? It's
Yeah,
the tough
yeah.
people that actually make it through.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I acting like, sorry to say the word, why am I acting like a bitch? You get me? And I was like, there is no bitch in me. You get me? I started talking to myself.
Yeah. So you didn't have an outside influence to help you get through it.
No,
you
no.
had
The
you.
outside influence I had was I knew because I was a family man at the time, and I looked at my wife.
That
I looked at my
responsibility
kids,
was bearing
and I
on
looked at
you.
my responsibility, and I was like, dude, I know what happened when my dad passed away of natural causes, and me now,
Experience.
the headlines will show
Yeah.
that
Gang offed
gang.
himself.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? 3-round master, giving it to them night to,
He is reinvigorated after his
I had
2 week
to
break.
think of something. I was like,
Obviously.
what will people say? I wasn't thinking of people. I was like, you know what? I told myself, in all honesty, it's a bitch move. I was like, that's a punk move. What's wrong with you? Guy, move on.
I was gonna come to you, but you've enjoyed your life. You have no reason to. So I don't think
So for me, no. So I always look, when I look at it and people say, yeah, I want to kill myself, I'm like, seriously. I swear to God, because I'm like, you're just like a couple of hours away from everything changing. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, regardless of whatever you're going through in life, it's just hours away. It might not be 24 hours, it might not be 200 hours, but you're literally hours away. And I think even at the lowest of my lows, I know, say, if I stay alive long enough, it go better. Like, that's always been my guidance. Like, look, there's nothing that's happening to you that's not happened to anybody before.
And
let's
you know the funny
start
thing,
from there.
at some point, you know, I've read articles and stuff, and sometimes people tell you death is painless or death is painful, and the little things. So I was just telling myself, it was just because you know me, I think I'm psycho to an extent. I've had so many trains of thought in my life. So I was actually asking myself, why are you even thinking? I've talked to myself so many times. Why are you even thinking of this?
I'm going to pause you there. There are two topics inside of this, but let me come to you on that aspect of the whole betting thing, man. You're a betting man, are you?
No.
Never been?
Never.
What do you think about it, though?
So I mean, I think it's a crazy creation, and
You're not for it at all.
I never was, but I've tried it. Maybe I was pushed into it, peer pressure and all of that, but I regretted it and I never go back to it because I don't bet. I'm one guy that I'm not even too spontaneous.
You're lucky you didn't get addicted to
I think
it.
things through before I do it, so I don't take that much of a risk. Maybe that's why I don't get to push a lot in my own life too personally because I fear a lot of failing and having to hold it up and say, oh, I just failed here. So I don't want to take it. I just calculate my stuff. So when I hear people bet, like, what's the difference for betting? You want to sharply make money. I go work hard. Money will come eventually. So I never believe that the betting thing should be any man's hustle or something. But and I realized that it has become a big deal right now.
Because in Nigeria, Nigerians, I think it's a situation
right
of where
in Nigeria right now.
It's
the
not
companies
just-
are taking advantage of the situation because Nigerians, you know, I mean,
But
it's
apart from
no
that,
longer
now,
recreation. It's
you
now
know,
some people's
I
occupation.
studied maths and statistics. So the funny thing with these things that when you look at it, I'm not trying to justify the scenario, but it's all about odds because life in itself is a gamble. Some people invest in stocks and bonds. They invest in the forex market,
Yeah,
which
I
always
see what you're saying
is
now.
a gamble to
Yeah,
an extent.
yeah.
And then some people invest in sports. Do you understand? Some people have made this a livelihood. The betting companies, I will need you to know, never lose.
Oh, of course not.
So it's a livelihood for some people. Some people have made it. So it gives the perception that if he made it, I
could
can
make
make
it.
it as well.
Yeah.
What do you think about the control behind the scene that we don't know about?
If you're not strong,
Yeah.
if you don't have a strong spirit, you carry your house rent and go and bet.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
that's
point.
why they always tell you to
So
bet responsibly.
That's where it becomes an addiction, where
It
you
becomes
cannot
it's
hold
like,
back
see,
and it
with
affects
alcohol,
everybody
they
else
tell
around
you to drink responsibly. With betting, they tell you to bet responsibly. It's when you now try to do things to a certain extreme that you now...
I think the only reason why I never got into betting was because I'm too much of a control freak. Like, I go just roll dice. I don't know. There's nothing I can do.
So something
It's
like
just
that,
time,
control
time.
the back end or
Yeah.
something. I don't want to put
no
myself in that
control
situation where
over it, I know.
I'll be at anybody's mercy because
Well, can I say
at
how
this
it works?
point now, I don't even know
Let me give you...
if these games are scripted or if these things are organized
Let me give you insight. Let me tell you how it works.
I like
Let me
things
tell you
that
how
I
it
can
works.
control.
Let me tell you how it works. Next week, Friday, Zeno is going to host the Black Table.
Probability.
It's almost guaranteed
Yeah.
that Zeno will be here on the Black Table. But
Yeah.
guess what? I might be hosting
What are
next
the
week.
odds?
I might be here next week. Zeno might be
Yeah.
trying to do 3 rounds
You
at
might be
home.
doing
So-
a rubbish job at
Exactly.
it.
I might be doing a shit job, but Zeno might be doing half a round at home.
But you just got
I promise not to go at you this session today.
So that everybody just feels as if Zeno will be here next week. So that's the guarantee.
Okay. Then
But you don't know what's going to
everybody
happen.
now bets
That
and
Zeno will
somebody
be here.
behind the back end
So
of the
that's one
business
kind-
now
that's one-
sees that everybody's betting that Zeno should be here and
So-
they will win
so,
money.
Charles, you see, that's
they now
one
change, they now
side of-
bring you in.
Yeah.
So
So that's one
everybody
side
will
of
lose.
betting, yeah, where it's based on probability of
Control.
things happening. So that's still, you can still calculate that to an extent. But what's this thing about Aja 1, Aja 2? And then guys, you're walking past the betting center and you just see people like zombies
Yeah.
staring at a screen that's just got numbers on it, like the Matrix. And I'm like, what is that? Isn't that like pre-arranged? I don't know.
Can I be
If
honest
anybody's
with
out there
you?
want to help us out, please.
If you
send
look
us
at
a
a
message.
country or society that has these betting issues, look at their economy and system of government.
Yeah, you'd find.
Look at what the government has
there's
done
certain
for people.
similarities.
You've taken away all forms of hope. Do you understand?
Mm.
And I've made them rely and believe in certain things that are so abstract that they just feel things will just fall in place. There is no such thing as luck. People
Mm.
don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as luck, but people believe in it because of the things on ground. The way Nigeria is going now, and the money some people have made from betting, it now allows other people to feel as if there's hope. Let me take my last dime. Let me take my house rent. Let me take my school fees. And it's advised never to do so. That's why a lot of bettors tell you, don't bet with money you can't give
You
away.
can't lose, yeah.
That's why pyramid schemes. We're not even talking about betting alone.
'cause we have to move to
Pyramid
our-
schemes
to our
come
next
as well
topic.
and come with their own concept of getting rich quick.
And people they fall
So
for
let me give a let me give a F word to the guys that pushed me to make those bets with my house
Narf.
that year.
You did?
Because trust me, I didn't know how they sold it to me, boy. Like, oh, this is your house rent. Just give 100K, take bet, you
House
make
rent?
1 million.
Wow.
And I actually spent almost half of my rent playing bets.
And you never got it back. You lost it all.
I said, if I used to be able to buy drink and pop in the club,
You'd be
I would
happier.
feel better.
Where you can't sleep?
Family house. Mommy's boy
All right,
for,
guys.
mommy,
I'm sure we're gonna get
mommy's
back
boy
to
for
this.
2 years.
Try.
Send in your comments. Use the hashtag The Black Table on TVC. We've got another one now, but I think we're gonna take a very short break just so we can fill our glasses. This man, all the time, he's always empty. When we get back, we're gonna be going into a very interesting topic that involves Daddy Freeze. We'll be back. You got caught on TV there.
We seriously? Are we on?
Yes, we're on right now.
With the whiskey?
One day. One day.
One day we'll be naked. We'll just come back and we're all naked.
That
There-
maturity,
so
that
that's-
maturity tag will be
Bro,
taken
there are
off
two
you.
things I'm waiting for to happen in this life. That WhatsApp group chats. They go leak. Careers go end. I swear. Sometimes I'm like, these people don't get break. They just they go.
All this ranting. All this killing.
For another session here, let's talk about this very interesting story. We've got our glasses all filled. Everybody good? Good to
good,
go.
good,
Another session.
Good.
All right, good.
Another round.
Okay.
So over the week, a very interesting Instagram influencer Samaria made a submission over something that transpired between Daddy Freeze and another influencer. Her name is I'm gonna get her name, but it was first of a back and forth, or not really. It was a this Instagram influencer who was talking about something that Daddy Freeze had spoken about regarding women or men marrying women whom can actually assist them, be helpers, you know, balance out the odds. Now, she seems to think that, no, you're supposed to take care of us as women. I mean, why would I come to your home or marry you to suffer? Now, this other influencer, Samaria, actually put out a very interesting, well-thought-out response to her, telling and saying that, first off, you want to be treated like a queen, like your mothers, like our mothers, but yet you don't want to behave like our mothers behaved to our parents, to our fathers. What do you bring into the table, first of all, in a relationship? I know we always ask this question, but it's about time we actually put our foot down and, you know, tell exactly what it is that women should bring to the table when it comes to relationships and marriages, especially in Nigeria, to be specific. I don't know. Okay, what do you think?
As a woman, if you're not bringing money. So first off, I think times have changed. The era where the man is the superhero is dying. And as young men now, if you never marry, and you have the option of marrying a wealthy girl and a girl that is not wealthy,
Marry a wealthy girl?
I'll secure my future.
I just don't bother, because the truth is, with the things I see on social media now,
Sad story.
just
Marry a wealthy girl.
and then let's not lie to ourselves. Okay, if I'm not everybody can marry well the girl, but I think you should marry within your tax bracket also. If you can't go up, marry within your tax bracket. Don't go down. Don't go down. There's man or woman, don't go down. Marry within your tax bracket, because there's so many things that you don't want to be dealing with. There's so many things that you don't want to. You don't want to deal with those things where, oh, okay, it's. So first off, if you're going below your tax bracket, they see you as Jesus has come to save them. Do you have Jesus money?
Can you turn water to wine?
We just understand. Even if you can turn water to wine,
Can you feed your
consistent
in-laws
can you
with
be
three,
with
with
that?
2 loaves and
Do
5
you
fishes?
understand?
How
So-
consistent can you be with that water to
So
wine?
first off, always remember that I know be Jesus. Act accordingly.
So you're married, you're not. So what are you doing? Are you marrying somebody under your tax bracket, within your tax bracket, above? You have a sugar mommy we don't know about?
I wish I had one. Maybe I'm looking out for one though. But yeah, that's not the case.
Your DM go full.
So actually, we had a conversation we were coming down, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
Oh, a long one. So we don't start splitting our business. But
No,
yeah.
do let us in.
So, but we, for me, any lady I am with, her taste should be what she can afford.
A taste.
Whatever she likes, whatever she
Taste.
wants,
I like that. I like that.
she should
I
be
like
what
that,
she
I
can
like that.
afford.
You shouldn't
And
look
if she can
to you
afford
to
it, then I
elevate
can
her.
go all out and do it for her because I know she can do it for herself without me.
You should not be a ticket out of the
So
ghetto.
it's not like, oh, she's coming to look for lottery betting. Like she's taking
Yeah.
odds. She's using me as a odd.
Yeah.
Sure odds. Too sure odds. That
Yeah.
my guy and too sure odds.
Yeah.
So and if you can have that set to that you can afford whatever thing you desire around me, then I would know that this is a challenge for me to either decide to go with it and do it because I know this lady actually can live this life without me being in the picture. So if I really want you, then I need to do all of this to be in your life. And if I can't do it, then there's no business. I don't have any business there. Go home, go look for your level. Like you said, bracket.
Marry your time
Find your
bracket.
brackets.
No,
Don't go to cut your coat according to another person's
It's
size.
not necessary. You avoid a lot of trouble.
So social media has made it such a way where there are these dating shows. I don't know if you guys have seen it. So what do you like about him? I don't like his shoes. I don't like it. There's a certain orientation that it seems to be building, especially with the younger generation, and they're thinking that if I'm a lady, that I'm set for life because I'm a lady. So now, because I've got these assets, you should just simply come and, just elevate my status even more. So it's a societal thing at this point, especially with the younger generation. How's that going to change? Is that ever going to change?
Never. It only gets worse.
It has to change unless you like have a Tolani badge mindset that you just feel as if your vagina is the only value in the relationship,
zoom
which is so. It's so
I bring my work
I
to the
make sure
table.
everybody out of the shot.
it's
Zoom out.
sad. It's sad.
So when they are cropping that, this thing, now only face go there. Zoom
It's
out.
sad to see. It's sad to hear. Because I know a lot of people dodge that conversation. What are you bringing to the table? In all honesty, men are looking for people to help them because
As well.
men know what they have to do. They know what they have to do. But the question that a lot of women don't ask themselves is, what are you going to do when your man is not around?
Boom.
Like earlier on, I was talking about, I watched my father pass as well. And I even thought about the impact of what my family would go through if I was to pass today. So a lot of women don't think that far ahead. What would I do when this man is no longer around?
Oh, that's what
when
I'll
this,
get
when
another
this,
man.
when this breadwinner, no, here's the funny thing, it's not that easy, especially in our culture. When your in-laws come in and swoop everything, when you don't know where your next meal is coming from, when you've become like the furniture in your house. So the funny thing, men look for women that are trying to, as helpers, assist. Here's the funny thing, I've seen women that can afford a lot of stuff, to an extent might even make more than their man, but they know their place. And they know that it is not their place to have this position in the family. So they help, they assist. When the man cannot cater to certain things, they put their foot forward and make sure it is without ever demeaning the man in any way. Because once a man is lower to that point in a relationship or a marriage, trust me, you don't want to know the end result. You get me? So it's about, when people talk about what are you bringing to the table, truth be told, it has nothing to do with your body physically.
Body everywhere now.
Word.
There's body everywhere now.
It has nothing to do with your body
Too many
physically.
bodies.
Do you understand? Take a man out of the equation. How do you eat?
Olani.
How do you feed yourself?
If I broke, can you leave?
Jesus.
If I broke, can you leave?
I don't know.
So we're all settled now. You're the only one who's yet to get settled in your lacewear. Still strutting your stuff out there and everything. What do you look out for? Do you just look at a woman and say, this might be one whom I think I can settle down with just by looking at her? What are the checks or balances
I had
that
this
you go
conversation with
through
my
in these new times that we are not
I had this
aware
conversation
of?
with my kid, bro, because I'm under pressure right now. Like, so
Yeah,
Your kid bro is married?
yeah, he's a kid, bro.
Oh, wow.
So I was having this conversation with
So
him.
let me help you. Big eye, small waist, big eye. Then carry on
We
from
had
there.
this conversation, and we went all deep together. Like, it was like, bro, another year they go, how far, what's up? I'm like, bro, man, I still never defined that off my head.
Wow.
I've not defined it. As in, I've not defined being with somebody else and being accountable for that person or being responsible for that person. And we went all deep in talk, and I realized that I told you something. I said, sometimes we're not our real self yet, I don't want to get into somebody's life and not bring out and not come off.
You haven't discovered yourself.
So I don't
No,
want
but
to
you're
go
always
there.
going to change. But you're always going to be changing.
Changing.
Now.
So
You're always
and
gonna be
if I'm
changing.
going to go with somebody, if they have that understanding that this guy might be somebody else in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, whatever I become, the president, I needed a second wife or something. Oh, or I become this guy that is not that guy anymore. Can you deal with it? Because I don't want a situation where I'm somebody we've invested time in our relationship. Then one simple change,
No, but
I'm going. I'm not doing anymore.
so this is exactly what happens when you delay the process. And I always tell everybody that I know that in this position that look,
Can you say that loud and cloud again? Loud
this
and
is exactly what happens when a man delays
Delays.
that process. Because
And by delaying the process, you mean by what? Within what bracket? What age?
as a man, if you're not married before you're 35, you're almost most probably not going to be married. Because from like 35, life starts to go to balance for you. Everything go to click. And at that point, bro, you are awash with cash. Wherever you are, if you've been working 10 years, you go down. Now you have money. Women become a plaything. Let's be honest. Like, you have your own place, you have your own car. You would really want to give up that baby boy life. You would really want to. Because as you are like this now, bro, you can leave from here and go to Saudi Arabia. If
No restrictions. Nothing holding you
you
back.
don't
Yeah,
want
to add to that, you're actually enjoying a lot of the benefits of marriage, without being married.
as you are like this now, there's nothing marriage can add to you. Let's be honest.
So are you advising him or?
No, but it's just the fact, like, once you're a man and you're over 35 and you're doing well for yourself, there's nothing, companionship, you can have different girl every day of the week.
So once you're past
nothing.
that stage, it becomes
It
difficult for
becomes
you to.
hard.
It comes hard, and it's only the grace of God or the prayer of your mother. And most times your mother
Mom's
don't go
still
down
around?
give up.
She prays
I
about
wanted
it.
to
praise
share
for
something
you.
with you
Okay, that's
guys,
good.
but I'll do that behind the scenes.
That's it now.
We like it when it's behind the scenes because sometimes it gets us into trouble, so let's just leave it like so. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about our main topic for today. It's the festive season, guys, and a whole lot is happening. The dollar is not coming
Dollar-
anywhere.
The dollar is on some
The fuel is going up and all of
It's
that.
dollaring.
So let's take a look at that instance when it comes to the festive season and the financial pressures that we're going through. But first, let's take a short break, and when we get back, we'll sink our teeth into that.
Always treat your bros the way you want to be treated. Bro code.
You always take the bill on the first date, second date, and third date. Bro code.
Gang, I'm wondering whether we don't need to share that before we move. No, you know what? We'll come back to it when
We'll
we
come
get
back to
the
it. We'll
messages
come back
come
to
through.
it.
But that was a very interesting input that you put
Yeah.
in there. It was very short, but very
And I want to hear
relevant.
Femi's thoughts because
Very
of what he
relevant,
said.
Yes. So it's the festive season. Here we are again, the end of another year. Unlike last year, however, where people were financially suitable, well, let me put it that way, this year is not so. This year is a different animal. It's not very friendly at all. Even I can tell you that. The pressures of the festive season is often, well, people have to perhaps maybe travel or celebrate themselves or with family. It involves spending a lot of money. Prices have gone up, whether it's food stuff, whether it's leisure, pleasure, whatever it is.
Or prostitutes. It's all gone up.
Everything. How do you know this, though?
I
I just don't know. How do you know this?
I did that intentionally.
Talk to us.
How do you know this? How do you know this? How do you know this?
Talk to us.
What?
How do you know the
I
price?
window
to us.
shop. You don't go window shopping.
So you just stop at junction and ask.
Cameraman.
Ask
Just,
your price.
just
What's your
drive
price?
past VI or
Just-
what's your
or
price for the
Lekki.
night?
Just zoom in.
And you
Zoom
just drive
in.
up. When you get the price, you
I'm
just drive
company
up.
out of
Can I
the
be
shops.
honest with you? Stop anywhere you see street
So,
girls.
tomorrow
Just come out
deadline.
and shout charity. Somebody will answer, sir.
Let's
You-
get
you-
You
back-
don't ask how much for the night.
I don't think I know the inside the show.
how,
Insta
are,
vlog
how
tomorrow.
are you dealing with it?
Radio
when you-
presenter goes window shopping.
On the streets of Allen.
Oh, social stuff.
Even Santa has ho-ho-hos.
Yeah,
Why you guys?
I'm trying to bring this train
Well,
back on
like
track.
you
Oh, yeah.
Allen.
Oh yeah, come back. Come back.
Choo-choo, train.
Come
track.
back. Come back.
So, lost my train of thought.
Come back, come back.
Wait, took to Ireland.
So, married man, family, everything. You go on holidays. You used to go on holidays a
I
lot.
was going to correct
I was
you.
wondering why Femi is even in the country now, self.
So, did your wife not say, Baba, how far this year now? What's going on? And how are you dealing with that pressure?
No, bro, like, I'm gonna see. I tell people this thing: cut your coat according to the fabric. Life is not hard. It's not hard. If I'm driving my children to school in the morning, they're telling me that they will not travel. I don't have money. It's not hard. When I have, we'll do it. The truth is,
Travel to the village now.
when people know. So the thing is, people always live up to other people's expectations. And
Yeah.
it puts you in trouble.
Society.
It puts you in trouble. Like, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and she said, "Ah, your daughter's school fees." I said, "The day I cannot afford to pay the school fees, I'll remove her." It's not hard. Like, you have nothing to prove to anybody. Because now laugh, they're going to use you laugh last. Though. Don't kill yourself. So when people come, I need this is what I can afford to give you. That's the door. This is what I can afford to give you. That's the door. You don't finish. Life is not hard. When I get, I'll give. When I don't have, I don't
I have a
have.
question for Gang. Gang, you're not a very generous person, but do you find it difficult lately to actually give aid to people? Because the number of
I
people
never
that-
find it
the
difficult
number
to
of
give
people-
aid.
Because you never do.
No, because it's very easy for me.
Oh, okay.
People don't understand that aid doesn't always have to be financial.
Yeah. I learned
There's,
that
there-
this
there's
year.
something my wife
learned
does.
that this
There's
year.
something my wife does sometimes, like maybe on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. She just cooks up a whole meal and takes it down the street, gives the security guys here, gives a couple of people there, and it really costs nothing. It's not money, and the blessings that come with it. A lot of people think in naira and kobo or dollars and cents, and there's more to that. You get me? Little assistance that you might do to someone. It's not always monetary. I know you already think it because you're a money man. You know, most you compensate for the lack of something else. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But
I won't take that.
But I'm
no,
just
no,
saying-
no, Manzino, no.
so during this holiday
No,
season,
no,
Zeno,
Mazino, no,
during
no,
this
no, no.
holiday season, I want you to give more than you receive, Zeno, and
Listen,
be blessed.
I would like to put a disclaimer out there that before the show I was asked specifically to go easy on the guys because I often have these anecdotes that can be very,
Yes.
you know. So if you've noticed, chosen to.
I know.
But
And
I'm
that's why I
sorry.
love you.
I'm sorry,
Lock and
director.
load.
This
and
will
load.
be the last time I'll have a muscle on me. Just so you know, he's gonna get it.
Babe.
But I understand what you're saying.
Now I
mean-
apologize because I know what you can do.
Okay. Is anybody giving you aid?
Oh, I've been asking you since 1st of December 2023. That was the first message I put out as I was wishing everybody Happy New December, Merry Christmas ahead. Oh, please, this year, Mr. So Akinyele Sochad is not the sponsor. He's the guest of the sponsor. He's
I'm not the sponsor.
He's the follow of the sponsor. He's the guy that you invite to come and chop live. I'm not spending for anybody. So if you have aids to give me, and they've been sending me AMPA, money, transfers, because they don't believe that I can say that all of a sudden.
Well,
the
I
guy
know what you're talking
that
about, because
gives.
I remember when
I
I
opened up, I don't hide
okay,
anything.
so
The year was tough on everybody.
I had a very
So I
interesting
opened up
instance this
everybody.
year.
I don't get. So I'm say on TV right now, live on TV. You never send your own. Send in, bro. My darling, send in.
Blatant. He's real. I had a very interesting instance this year. So often within a week I can get like, you know what, let me not tell. But it's a very constant thing where people request. People I don't know, people I know, online, offline, on air, off air, every single thing. You know. So I tried something out a couple of months ago. And when somebody sent a message, and you know how these messages come from nowhere, somebody from a while back. How far now? You know what it
I'm
is.
a pro at identifying where they are. I know where they go.
You know what it is? So
Calm
what I
down.
did was this time, no shame, just like this guy here. I simply went, man, things are bad, though. And I was like, what's up? And I said, money no deal. Straight up, you know, like that. Like, in fact, if you can give me some money, man, I'd really
Take
appreciate
calm, my
it.
bro.
Attack is sometimes the best defense.
Always.
You know, because I had
Always.
to go that route. Because I'm like,
Always.
you know, I couldn't keep up anymore. And I will always help. Sometimes if you ask, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I can't afford everything, but here's half. You don't need to give it back. That's the way I am. But I'm beginning to learn that it cannot continue to go that way because that's also stretching my resources. I'm wondering whether other people have employed this as well.
Humans need is insatiable. People will always need.
Oh,
So
no,
if
once you give once,
if
you
you
will
want
give-
to
you
be
will
that
keep
guy
giving.
that want to give, you would never stop giving.
And you can never
So you need to draw the line where people
There has
will
to
know
be a
that.
line like, okay, you know.
Oga, I don't try.
I don't
reach.
straight up, man.
This place, a bus stop. I don't get past this.
But I think
part.
one of the things that give me the greatest joy in my life is actually giving.
It is joyful. It's,
Well,
rather, it's a good
there,
feeling.
there's so many
Give
ways you
me the
can
great-
give, right? So a lot of times I give people job. When I see
At
my
the-
friends who are big
at
boys,
the-
big girls who want services, I say,
This person connect.
render the service for
At
this
the end
person.
of
Make
every
your money
year,
first.
like at the end of like maybe like 2 days to the end of the year, normally I'll go to the bank, withdraw a certain amount of money, and just drive around and give people.
That's why you're the rich uncle.
Bro, I swear to God, even if not 10K, you will see
The joy in
the joy.
joy in people, yeah.
But so
I
we're
think it's
talking about
priceless,
giving
man.
and people who are always requesting. But however, let's talk about the fact that it's not just that's bending our backs when it comes to. It's the pressure of everything's food stuff's gone up, prices have gone up. Whether it's leisure, whether it's compulsory, everything
Everybody
is
has had to make an
expensive.
adjustment one way
If you
or
want
the
to
other,
travel
bro.
all the way to the east now, it's 45,000. How much did you flew? Did you fly?
I flew.
How much was that?
My first ticket was 93K.
93K.
To go to
That's
Abuja.
just one way.
Before
Remember when we used
driving
to do a
down to
return
Jos.
60
Yeah.
or 59? This was only just last.
So it's great. If I want to
January.
travel this holiday season, I'll be spending at least 250
Just an individual.
just to go and
So
come back.
how are
My
you?
return.
How are you managing that?
No,
The
but
thing
so
is, people
for
don't
me-
know this. People don't know this. But men, or can I say fathers or husbands, we are the real Santa Claus. We're the real Father Christmas.
Put your hands down. What are you?
We have to make sure.
Whoa, hang on a second. Let's unbundle
delete
that.
him from
No,
the
no, no,
picture.
no,
Wait, you don't have to be married to be a
Daddy
father.
He
of
just said
Lagos.
peace. So
Baby daddy of
He doesn't
Lagos
have
for
to
a
be
reason.
married.
Baby daddy of
He
Lagos
doesn't
for
have
a
to be
you have
married
kids
to be
we
a
don't know
father.
about.
Baby daddy of Lagos for a
He
reason.
might even have kids he doesn't know
Baby daddy of
about.
Lagos
now.
for a reason. Baby daddy of Lagos for
You
a
might have
reason.
kids, doesn't know about. But that's the truth. We keep the Father Christmas Santa Claus rules alive because of what we do, because of what we provide, because of what we make sure happens during the holidays. We are the real Santa Claus, but nobody gifts us at the end of the day.
And as
So
a-
Santa just goes back.
As a man, just look at your situation, adjust accordingly. It's not hard. It's not very hard at all. It's not.
Jerry, truly, we don't have a problem with it until those, and for you, the single ladies, come whining. This guy, what's the main deal? Why can't you buy this for
Send
me? Why can't
December
you
money.
do this? Why can't you pay these bills and the rest? And you'll be looking at them like, are you okay? Thank God I'm married. I don't know how you guys cope, you single guys.
It's
So
a hell. It's a
how
hell.
do you cope
It's a hell. It's a hell,
with the
actually.
demands of Lagos
It's a
girls?
hell. And the deprivation also is the problem when you don't give. Anyway, you know.
Oh, wait, you have to unpack that. Deprivation of what?
Of course. You are giving
So
to
it's
get
related?
something.
No, you. This is not the topic.
It's
It's
a
related.
transaction.
It's a
When he's only
transaction.
given 2 rounds, what do you
The
expect?
transaction,
So,
actually.
does every single person in Lagos, is every single relationship in Lagos a transactional one? Is that what you're saying?
Statistically, yes.
Okay, let me give 90% transaction at the
Really?
90, 95.
95.
95.
I'm lucky. I'm
No,
married.
but everybody is somebody for a reason now. So
Something
it's a
must be
transaction,
the reason why
really.
you're motivated
At
to
the
go
bottom
somewhere.
line of it, everybody's with the other person
Sacrifice
for a
something
reason.
or something. That
So
person, what the person wants from you.
it can be
maybe
financial,
it's gonna
though.
kill you.
It can, but
So I hear that men, in line with what you're saying, men actually go into relationships or marriages because they love their wives, and
So men
women
are-
don't have to
men-
love
no,
their
no,
husbands.
men are- men
they
are-
just have to feel safe, and
men,
that's okay.
Men actually don't even understand the game. They play the game, but they don't even understand the game. A man has no problem being a billionaire. He can marry a waitress. There's nothing wrong. Nobody will look at him funny. Dangote's daughter cannot marry a cleaner. That tells you, and that, I'm not just talking Dangote's daughter. Women always marry up. Men, there's all the spectrum is open to them, like up, down, middle. Men don't look at those things. Men don't. All they just is okay, good character, fine body, I'm good. Women, you look your future like this. You go blow, you know blow. Eh?
I'm not allowed to throw a shit for a minute. So I remember
Go ahead.
I met a popular politician.
We need names.
Oh, okay. Or a Gabashion's daughter. I met her. Then
I didn't mean it
then
to.
fella,
But it's already out there.
fella's daughter.
Zoom.
Fella's daughter.
Zoom.
Was
So they
telling
know who they go
this
drag.
girl that you know these boys around you because you're money. I wasn't even poor. I wasn't even struggling. I was still a clean guy, you know. But because she knows that in status, I mean,
Yeah,
she gets above me.
Not-
So
not your-
women
not your mate.
actually know how to.
Yeah.
See,
Class.
they see, of
They know how
course,
to class.
now.
Tell
They
you
know.
guys what. We got
You
little
know how to
time. I
class.
have to take the messages that have come in. This might be the last time we'll be taking messages this year. Let me read. Outlook.com, thank you very much for being one of our best texters for 2023. And even before, we always love the fact that you send in the message. This is your religion. Wow. I don't know where you're going after you die. Outlook.com says, Mazino, if I do 2 rounds, I don't try for my entire family.
God bless you.
Anything more than 2, that's suicide.
Babe.
What's in there, Ganga?
Bow.
I don't know. Agbenga says, me, I did do 5 rounds, 5 rounds steady and nothing they do me.
Am I jobless? No.
Without aid, I think that's almost impossible.
What does he do for a living? That's the first question.
Oh, yeah.
How are you living? Where do you
All
live?
these unemployed
I-
people that have time.
You work in the oil and gas
You
or
said camera while
carpenter.
you're doing 5 rounds.
The people Buhari talked about when he was in government.
They said camera while you do 5 rounds. Why are you trying to
Mega, you know
impress?
we love you in any case. Thank you for sending
Just
that
banter,
message. Don't
just
stop.
banter, just banter.
Ashala says, hey, Mazino, after, why is that? Everybody's talking about this. After the first round of sex, according to some studies, 18 to 45-year-old males have a refractory period of about 15 minutes, while those in their 70s take about 20 hours. Why would anybody in their 70s still be active?
What's that guy's name?
I know. We should have talked about that
That guy
guy.
popping kids in his 70s.
We should have talked about that guy. He goes on, with the average for all men being approximately half an hour, although rarer, some males exhibit no refractory period or a refractory period lasting less than 10 minutes. So what I'm assuming, is trying to say is that men can do all that, but they just need that space, and the time varies according to your age. I beg to differ, but I cannot give you the details because it's going to take it's a thesis.
Let me give them
just
some
put it that way.
details. Sometimes it depends on the woman that you're with and the skill that she possesses. Some women have a way to make a man active again as soon as he has finished a certain round. Some women are gifted in making men reawaken and resurrect those dead parts of their body to stand
I know.
at attention.
You got our Gen Z cameraman all
That's the
excited.
truth.
This guy will worship you after now.
No,
Victor, take it
I've
easy.
known people in the past that will tell you that, are you done? Don't worry, I'll have you up and running in a matter of minutes. And they will have you up
Bro,
and
you
running.
leave,
How
bro.
long is this past?
This guy has lived.
How long is this past?
Let's
I've
leave
been
it
here
so.
before. It's my second coming. Call me Messiah.
Let's leave it
Telling you.
personal. We got more, guys, before we go. Gogolet at Gogolet says you do mistake do 2 rounds. Guys, not be blue film with the shoots. Rolly says, do married folks even count rounds? I'm just asking. Well, I doubt that we do actually, quite frankly.
We don't.
You have
No,
other
we don't.
problems.
We don't count. We
You
know the
have other
number, but we don't
problems.
count.
We don't. At Linky, I believe everybody's on this first, for everybody. I believe 5 out of 10 people have had, this is on suicide. I believe 5 out of 10 people have had suicidal thoughts. I can relate with gang because at some point in my life, I felt like I was useless and unworthy. I've also had a moment of that myself. I said, when we knew each other in Abuja, do you know all that time where I had the big hair and the chains and everything? I was actually suicidal.
It was in Abuja, I had the same thoughts as well.
Yeah.
Get out of ABJ fast! Come to Lagos, where you don't want to kill yourself, you want to kill other people.
Because it's just so possible, unfortunately, in such a place, because I was far away from family. I thought I was HIV positive.
Hey, why?
It was.
No, but why? You can't just
It's
drop
the
that.
wrong-
That HIV.
It's the past.
We have time. You can't run.
That HIV
So-
was.
No, but I told that story on
We
the show
have
before.
time. So what are you saying?
How many did you do to get to that point?
For a man to be convinced that
How many did
I have
you do to
HIV,
get to that point?
you know how
Can we
reckless
get
it
an
was that
extension?
being?
No.
We have 5 minutes.
No.
We have
Zeno's
5 minutes.
HIV is high vagina. It's not the ailment. He was. It's hello, BJJ. It's not really
sorry.
what you think it is.
I tried to keep it together today.
Wait. I just so.
have failed.
But you know what it means.
I apologize.
You know what it means to be roaming around that woman.
No, guys, you
That
can.
means you just say.
As in
Don't do this again
Randy
this week.
Savage,
Randy Savage.
Macho Man.
No.
Hey, end the show
Bro.
now. End the show now. Zeno, end
Eddie,
the
so
show.
we need to
On that note,
We need to-
on that note,
On that note, the tip.
it's a show.
I need to explain.
It is a show on that
Now you
note.
go give us the tip.
Thank
Today,
you
now
for
you
having
go-
me.
The tip.
Now
The
you
tip.
give us the
for
tip.
having
Zeno,
me.
you can't dodge this
So
one.
just tell us,
Thank you for having
what
me.
does it feel like? We really want to know, like, how do you get to that point in your life?
What was the body count?
At the time, I
Like
was very young.
625.
Jesus!
No,
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
No, listen, guys. At the time, I was very young. I was only 25 when I got to Abuja. I was 28 when I left. So it was within that period. I think I lived 25.
Are you saying in 3 years you did?
No. It wasn't. It was even before getting to Abuja. So,
Guinness Book of Record.
ladies and gentlemen, please, I would like
Give
you
us the
guys
tip.
to...
No, give us the tip.
I will give you the tip now.
And that tip
but
has
I
to
wanted
be
to
centered
tell, I
around
want to
the
tell
tip.
them where to find the rest of the story.
Okay, we
Come 2024, on our very first show, I'll give you a detailed, what you call it, expression.
We're gonna need to tape that show
Yeah,
now.
of the situation,
Now.
yeah.
We'll need to tape that show before we come on
I
here.
promise.
Because
But
you go change mine.
here is the tip I will be giving for today. As a young person, just be very careful. Because I would have lost my life thinking that I was HIV positive until I found out
I know what happened. You don't go, Shaq. Cut. We'll end this shit. You don't go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You don't go.
let me say thank you very much for being a part of this very exciting show. Join us next week when we take a recap or a review of 2023.
Putting them wrong.
And,
Bro!
hey, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And in 2024,
are you saying
we
that?
will let you
You don't
know
got
where
that?
Mazino's penis has
Cut
been.
up
You don't
now.
go
For the
assume
past
Askamaya
couple of-
products for Little Mermaid.
Wait, don't understand.
But
Catch you guys next week.
But you know what it
It's
means?
good night from all of us.
Wait, but you know what it
Or
means
is it
too?
good morning?
You know what
Let's cut now.
Take that.
We're good. Out.